It means you're going to escape it 3 times, right? You'll have, yes, things will happen and your guardian angels will keep on saving you. No. Like the branch, no one was hurt, right? So we're holding on to our circles from the outside, and we're going to just inhale and exhale, press gently against the thighs till you feel your collarbones start to open, and then release. And again, exhale, press and open. So Nara's going to be joining us late today. She may not say a word the whole class. She unfortunately lost her father-in-law unexpectedly during a medical procedure that they weren't expecting it to go awry. So if she's quieter than normal, that's why. And then we're going to press in. Good. All right. And then give me one more press. Exhaling, press. Now inhale, hold it. Expand. Good. Exhale, hold the press. Good. Big inhale. Expand. Yep. Good. And exhale. Good. That's it. And one more time. Good. And then inhale, release all the way up. Good. Come into a bow. Exhale, pull those abs back. Good. Inhale, lift up the spine. Good. Exhale, bow. Good. And inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale. Good. Lift up, pushing those fists up. Good. And bow. Good. And lift. Side bend to your right. Now I've got my hands on the outside and I'm pulling my circle open. Good. Inhale up to center and exhale to the side. Good. Inhale up and exhale to the side. Good. Inhale, pull, turn on the lat and exhale. Good. And inhale. Good. All right. Now lift your sternum up to the sky. Good. And then drop your circle behind you. So as if you were about to do shave the head. This is a light-handed, not a heavy shave the head motion. Good. Bring it back up. Pull your ribs in. Roll down. Let yourself just fall easy into that roll down. Remember, don't have to go down all the way, especially if it's your first one. And then inhale, exhale, all the way back up. Arms lift back up to the sky. Good. Upper back bend, right? Swanning to the sky. Good. Allow your arms to fall behind you. Glutes on there. Good. Press them back up to the sky and bend forward into your bow. Lifting those abs up. Good. You're rolling all the way down through the bow and then all the way back up. Good. And then one more time. Swan to the sky, lifting the chest. Good. Glutes on as you bend your elbows, just letting them drop behind you. Good. Pressing back up. And one more roll down. Abs lifting away from that circle. Good. And then all the way back up. Good. Until we're just standing again. Ha! All right. We're going to open into parallel. We should feel a little looser now. We're going to take our circle, put it on your right. Oh, yeah, this is your right thigh. If you feel like grabbing a hand weight here, you certainly could. I will demo with the hand weight just in case you're curious. We're going to press that circle into the hip. Now, if you're not using a hand weight, you have options with your hands. It can be on your hip here. And I like this because it reminds you that this hip has to push across toward the opposite pressing hand, right? If your right hand is pressing in, your left leg bone is pushing into the hip socket. Good. Okay, good. Because then we're going to add our sit. And we're going to keep it light as we sit. Press in as we stand. We should feel the glutes engage on that standing motion. So inhaling down, exhale, press. Nara, take a little wider step if you can. That's it, good. So I already told everybody, expect that you might be quieter today. Good. And then down, sit back. Good. And exhale, shh. Up. Good. Let's do 2 more. When we sit back, can we push your booty back? Push it like you're bumping something with your butt. Good. And last one, we're going to stay down. Good. Take your free leg, your left one, tap it back. Good. All right. Now stand and just bring it underneath you. Tap it back as you go down in your squat. Bring it forward. So I'm going to put that down so I can show you from the side. Still squatting, it's just that the leg is moving back into a kickstand, right? So it should look like if it was here, the rest of you looks like a squat. Yeah? And then we come up, bring it under. Good. One more. I know this is getting off the ground. This is going up the big step. That's it. Good. And up. Nice job. Okay, if you have a weight, let it come down. Good. And we're just going to come to the other side. And first we'll just warm up the press, thinking about the hip going into the hand. Feeling abdominals, pelvic floor lifting up. Yeah, don't let it push you over, Robin. You're going to push your hip at it. And I was like, there you go. That's it. Strong. Good. Yeah. Eloise is like, it's not to push me over. Very good. So then, yeah, solid, Nara. That looks good. You too, Dave. So if you want your weight back in your hand, you can. We're going to be light on the circle as we sit. And then press in as you stand. Shh. Good. And light as you sit. And you're going to stay down there. Good. And remember, it's a kickstand squat, right? So we tap it back. Should still look like a squat on the other leg. And then stand all the way up tall. Sit in your squat. So if you're not sure if you're in a squat, get down here and check. Could you lift that back leg? If it results in a big shift forward, you were probably in a lunge instead of a kickstand squat. Does that make sense? Yeah, good. I see you checking. Good. That's it. I love that. Good. Let's do 2 more. Pressing on the way up, right? We're getting that to help stabilize our center. Good. All right. And if you're holding a weight, you can put that down. All right. Round your shoulders just a little, especially if you were holding a heavy weight. Let those guys go back into place. Sometimes if we're not paying attention, the weight will start to drag us when we would rather be here. Okay, good. Good. So let's do just a little bit of curtsy. If you're foot minding today, when you curtsy, your foot goes flat and you're sitting in open position, 4th plie. But if not, then your your heel is raised. You're gonna see if you can keep your knee at the center of your ankle. A lot of times it's easier for us to fall open like this, but I want you instead really see if you can keep that at 90 degrees, yeah? All right, we'll alternate sides, make it simple. Yeah, good. And then as you get going, after you've got a good handle on hip, staying square, this guy trying to stay a little more upright, then you can add in some rotation. Yeah. See, on this side, I want to rotate around and create that big angle, right? That's a no. I've got to mind my hip in this direction, so I'm even going to drop my arm so I have a better angle. Does that make sense? So you check you, right? Look at your screen. Does anyone have it set up so your screen and my screen are pinned? So you can see you guys do both? I think, because I can do both from my end, and I think here, add a pin, yeah. And it might get smaller. Yeah, I think it's helpful because then if you only see me, it's very hard to see what you're doing, and that way you have a little mirror of yourself, if that makes sense. Yeah? All right, so now you've been going hands on the outside. I want you to continue hands on the inside and really let it pull and resist. And you should hopefully feel your center turning on. Now, here's where it might not turn on. Here's me doing a pretty good job. Here's me bending backwards, right? So you can kind of see how that doesn't turn on as well if I'm bending backwards. Here's me doing better. Here's me bending backwards, right? Better. That flattens a little bit. This naturally pulls up. So especially when you go to your right, Eloise, I want you to think of your left side tucking in and sliding across to your opposite hip. Yeah, so for you, it's gonna feel like I'm asking you to bend over. And Nara, I think it's the same when you go to your right. Tuck your left rib in across to the opposite hip, this diagonal line. Yeah, that's pretty good to your left. That makes sense, you guys? You feel that in your body? And Dave, I think for you, it's the opposite. I think, let me see you do one. Let me see you do one. Can you do one for me? Good. And the other way. Yeah. Oh yeah, so it's the same. I think you want to give me that left rib sliding in a little bit as you rotate. It's going to feel like you're pulling down. I know. Weirder on the balance, yeah? Good. And then Robin, let your torso go with those arms, right? Let them lead. I know we're doing extras here. Everyone's going to feel really nice in their obliques by the time we're done. All right. Good. Yes. Keep strong in that front leg. Good. And then everybody else, we're going to be rolling down to our mat. Well, all of us now. So bring your circle with you. You can toss it to the end of your mat. I'm going to put some contrast down. So we've already been rolling, right? You already had some roll downs. So we're going to take one, and then the second one, we're going to use the circle like we do the one to chair. So when you roll down, you're going to place it on the floor, can be on the band or the handle, fingertips face in, and then you're going to press down, and I want you to consciously pull your pubic bone and belly bone up. Belly button, belly button, not belly bone. So there should be a lift through here and not through here. Can you see how my chest is pushing up? That's a no. This is better. Yeah, is that visible? I hope that's visible and helpful. Yeah. You can do this two different ways. You can stay down there, press 4 times and then roll up, or you can do it once, roll up, once, roll up, whatever feels right in your body. But I want you to end up with about a total of 8 presses. If you're rolling up every time, maybe 6, because that's going to take a little more time. That's it, abs up. So when you press down, if you can see yourself upside down in your screen, I've got one behind me here. watch out for this raising, right? Because that is not your abs pulling away from the circle. Good. And then after you finish your last one, maybe you did 12, that's fine. You can roll all the way back down. I've just got to let my head settle before I go back down. There you go. And then we'll let that circle wait for us. We'll walk out to our plank. Good. And it's just waiting there beneath us. We're going to stretch our sternums forward, and we're going to do a little control front so that we're pushing ourselves forward to the tips of our toes and pushing back. If you'd rather be on your knees, it's same but smaller. Little push, little push. But if you want to be on a roller, that's even more awesome. And that looks something like this. So this is also another option for foot minders who find that that is too simple. You can be on your knees still on the front of your shins and pull front and back, or you can extend your legs and then you get a really big pull in both directions. And that should feel like a little bit like being on the reformer. Yes? Just ways to play. Good. And if you've been doing them this whole time, you are welcome to sit back and stretch. And if you're experimenting, give yourself a couple more. Good. Some of you might feel like child's pose feels good here. Others of you might feel like an upstretch feels good here. When you come into upstretch, just watch that your heels don't fall out. Really keep drawing them inward so that the glutes stay on to support your back. All right. Yeah, can you feel the difference? Okay, and then when you're ready, we're just gonna literally roll all the way down onto our backs, onto the mat. So, heels together, press them down, roll your way down. Oh, am I about to roll off the screen? Oh, I just fit. Good. And then once you're down, reach those arms overhead, press into the ground with your circle. Let your abdominals drop in. Inhale, just float it back up to the sky. And exhale down. So here I want you to check what happens when you press your arms down. Old me would have arched my back in a really big way. And old me might have also just jammed my pelvis down and popped the ribs. New me is trying hard to actually let my abdominals flatten a little bit. And it's not by a hard clench. It's more that they're literally just hollowing in, allowing them to hollow in. Yeah, letting them sink. That's it, Nara. Good. 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 And one more time. Yes, Robin, I could see that from here. Good. All the way around the other side of the world. Fantastic. I know. I've got telescope lens. All right, arms come up to the sky. Now think of your arms as a spoke of a wheel. The rim is your spine. Let the spine lift you up. Circle shouldn't drop. We're just keeping it in its spoke attachment to the wheel. Good. And then come all the way back down. Let it press overhead. Inhale as it comes up. Exhale as you lift and round that spine upward. Good. And then down and press. Good. Up and round. Good. And down and press. Shh. Good. And one more. Nice, easy. Just getting that spine to get a little loose here against gravity. Good. Okay, next time we come up, let's bring your right leg up in a tabletop. Reach over the top with your circle. Good. Come all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, up. Left leg. Good. All the way back down. Good. Good. And last time with that left. Good. All right. Bring your right leg up in a tabletop and you into bow. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your left leg. It's just hovering. We're going right into the one leg stretch. So one leg goes out. Good. Inhale and exhale. Switch. So as you inhale, I want you to pull. Exhale, I want you to press. Inhale, exhale. Pull, squeeze. Pull apart, squeeze. Pull apart, squeeze. Yep. Good. Good. Last one on each side. Good. Both knees come in, and then you can round your spine down. Good. With your circle over your shins, we're going to just roll into a little dead bug. So rolling up, all the way up till we're in rolling like a ball position. My spine minders. You have two choices for rolling like a ball. You can stay up and work the balance point, or you can stay here and work up slowly down. So you're not going to come all the way up. You're getting just to the base of your sacrum and then coming back. Okay? So that's my minders. Movers, we're rolling. I don't know if I can today. I haven't rolled since the concussion successfully. So I want to try. I might have to pause. I'm holding my circle over the top of my shins. The other option for my movers is under your feet. I like this one too because it helps pull that tightness in, right? You can get nice and tucked. And then we're going to inhale back. Exhale up. Ooh, only minor nausea. Inhale and exhale. Good. You guys keep on going. I think that's all I should do. I'm going to do the spine minder version. Head minder version. Good. Yes, that's it. Did you get a cramp, Nora? Yeah. Right in those abs. Good. Not good that. Good everybody else, sorry. Good. And one more. Good. All right. Now stay there. If your circle is under your foot, put it there. And then if it's not, come all the way up gently and then put it there. We're going to extend those legs up. Now we're in teaser. Beautiful. Good. Then you're just going to hold on with only your left hand. Take your right hand up. Rotate. Look back. Good. Up over your head. Tap toward your toes. Up. Rotate. Look back. Good. Up. Tap toward your toes. This one's about balance, right? And rotation. Keep stretching your legs out into that circle as far as you can. Good. Good. Can you keep your spine long as you rotate? So don't collapse down. Keep it long and just rotate open. There you go. That's better. Good. One more. One more. Keep that space. Keep the length. All right. Good. Go ahead and bend it in. Little round ball. Then extend it back out. Other hand lifts off. Good. And we rotate open. Ooh, this side's more challenging to stay long for me. Anyone else feeling that countering? Yeah. Good. That's it. So tuck elbow down. It's okay if the arm bends, but let the elbow be tucked down if it bends. That's it, Robin. I saw that. Good. Tuck that right elbow down. Eloise, tuck it down. Yes. No chicken wings. Good. Good. Can I see one more? Nice. Good. Okay. Then we can gently pull in to our nice little circle. Good. And then slowly round down. So you can counter your roll with your feet into your circle. Should be a nice, easy roll down. Good. Okay. And then we're going to play. So circle goes on the inside of your left thigh bone. Your right elbow reaches up and presses and holds it there. Could you do that with your forearm? Yes. Could you do that with your hand? Yes. Right? So inside of left knee, right elbow is holding on. Yeah? Inside of left knee, right elbow holding on. Can you see that? Looks like that. Yeah. Or right forearm or right wrist, whatever you can reach there. Good. Left hand behind head, rotate and look to the side, to the left. Now bring your right knee way up, let it grab your circle, curl up, put your left hand on, ooh, get on there, and open up the other side. Ta-da! So now it's, what's that? Okay. Hang on. Are you holding your position there? Is that what you said, Dave? That's right. Swapping sides. And then Nara, what was your question? Important what? The circle? Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's okay if it rolls towards you. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good question. It's okay if it rolls towards you. Yeah. What I like about this is that for most of us, it encourages us to get a deeper, more consistent rotation. As we switch sides, we have to come up to meet that circle. We can't fall back like we might unknowingly when we're in class, yeah? Try the opposite leg. So whatever hand is, yeah, there you go. And then when you come up, then they switch. Yeah, good. And then you probably need a break. Yes? Good. Can you feel that, Dave? I feel like it makes it easier then to know where that lift is when you actually come out of that position. Oh, there you go. There you go. You got it. Rah! Yes. So that keeps that constant center on. Okay, so we're going to take your feet up to the sky. And here, if you have a ball and prefer a ball, you can use a ball. This one, I like to put my ankles on the band better than the handles. I feel like I'm constantly rolling off the handles and then losing my circle. So you can be either way, band, ball, here, or ankles. So there it is in the ankles, yes. We're going to take hands up to the sky because they're there to catch the toy, whichever version you have. Stretch those legs up to the sky and come up into a bow. And so now you're bringing one leg all the way in front of the other. You shouldn't be able to see the other ankle. Now squeeze front to back. Come back side to side. Maybe adjust your circle. Squeeze. Now the other leg comes all the way in front of the other one. You might have to make an adjustment. Squeeze front to back. Good. Inhale, exhale, squeeze side to side. All the way in front of the other one. Squeeze. Good. Now if you're feeling cranky right here in the hip flexor, that leg is probably holding steady and not pushing against the other one. If I just hold it here and push the back leg toward the front, all the work is going to be here. But if I can push them both toward each other, everyone is happier. You feel the difference? Yep, make sure they push. Yeah, I can see that push, Eloise. Good. She's like, oh, push. Good. Yes, and last one. Each way. Good. Good. And then you can reach up, take that circle off of there. Good. Nice job. Now we're going to step your step your legs into your circle. Right? Am I right? Yes. Heels on the ground. So if you have a loop band instead, you could also use a loop band there. We're going to press the hips up into a nice bridge, drive into your heels, and then inhale, exhale, roll down through your spine. Good. And then inhale, exhale, roll up. So spine minders, a gentle roll is okay, but I do not want you to force into a deep, hard roll, right? We just don't know. So we're just going to make it easy. Good. That's it. Good. Yes. I like that I can see you guys really smoothing your way down like a rolling pin from the ribs down through the spine, down through the low back and the pelvis. Good. Good. And then the next one we'll stay lifted on. So we'll finish this one down, come our way back up. Good. All right. Press down into your heels. Good. Then we're going to extend your right leg forward. Just kick out into a can-can, tap the toe down. Kick out into a can-can and tap. So check that your ribs are in. You might even lower to the hover position in order to get your ribs in. That's okay. There you go. I saw that, Nara. Good. Shh. Good. Last two. Ooh, I am feeling my butt today. Good. I hope you are too. Good. And then that foot comes down. Roll down through your spine. Big inhale. Exhale. Roll your way back up. Good. Drive into your right foot and then extend your left one out for a can-can and tap it down. And out. Gotta just adjust this guy a little. Good. That's it. Good. Again, ribs in. It's okay to lower to hover if you're lowering in neutral to find the rib. You will get just as much, and some people will feel even more work in the supporting hip there once they get that rib in. Good. Good. Last two. And last one. Good. And then roll down through the spine. All right. Pull those knees in. Take your circle if you want for leg circles on one leg. So some people love it on their foot. Other people want more range of motion. So you decide what you need today. We're going to exhale as it goes down. Inhale as it comes around. We're using the mid back to help pull the leg toward us. So this is a little different than when we have the TheraBand, where I'm always telling you to reach into the TheraBand. Here, I want you to really use the mid back to pull the leg toward you. You can still tip over to the side as you cross. Stabilize as you come up. Good. All right. And then let's reverse direction. So exhaling down. Inhale as you pull back up. That's it. And most of us should hopefully be feeling some kind of stretch through that hamstring. Good. And one more. Good. Just pull it towards you one more time. You can use two hands on that circle. Yep. Good. All right, then other leg comes up, steps into the circle. First leg gets to rest down on the floor. It's not exactly resting, is it? It's pressing down that heel. And then we begin to cross. Ooh, that's tight for me. Yowza. Exhale and inhale. Use the mid back as you pull it, right? So it's not, here's me not. You can kind of see how this arm is just following along with the leg. And here's me pulling back. Now the elbow is pulled back. Do you see that? Switch back to the front leg. It's actively pulling back like I'm doing a mid-back row. You too, you do the same, right? So as it comes towards you, bend that elbow. And then some of you, I understand, your leg mobility and hip attachments will not let you pull that far. So if you can let the leg relax and give it over to the arm, usually you can get a little further. And if you haven't already, go ahead and relax. Don't relax. Reverse. Don't relax. In your cervical spine? Your head. Nara, put a pillow under your head. Can you roll up your mat? Give yourself a little lift. There you go. And then let it just rest on there. Nara's question when you're watching the replay is about her neck spine and should it be coming up or should it be moving? No, we want it to just be quiet. And the work is happening around the thoracic, your rib cage spine. Does that help? Good. That was a good question. Good that you even noticed it. All right, gang. So, everybody ready for a little rollover? What? We've passed the time for rollover. I know. That's why we're doing it now. Because we don't expect it. So roll over. If you are a spine mover, we're going to see if we can hold that circle in our ankles. We're going to find that press to the arms so our lats are strong and the hips lift up. Give it a squeeze at the top, release, and then reach out through your heels. Flex your feet. Push and watch. Are your heels level here? So as I go, I can see that one heel is closer to me. I've got to really reach and press it out as I move, yeah? Especially those of you who getting over upside down is no problem. Eloise, I know that's easy for you. So you can fine tune more that way. Spine minders. You decide on your strength level. If you are strong and coming up is easy, you've got all that lat and mid-back power, then you can do this exercise. If you feel like you have to throw yourself to get up, then instead I want you to just work here. You're pressing strong into your arms, and I want you to make it feel like it's about your arms. So you want the lat, the tricep, and the mid-back to help with that push. Everyone understand their mission? Yeah. That's it. Good. Now that you're there, Robin, I want you to put your hands to the mat. So when you find your balance, now push them down. Push like you're trying to push the mat away from you. Yes! Do you see how you put the brakes on right there? Fantastic. That was good. Good. Yeah, Nara. And then really at the top of that, take a moment if you can, Nara, and let your abs just sort of sink into your spine for a sec. So right there, take another breath. Just let them drop in. Your arms are strong enough. Yes, those strong frisbee arms. Good. Yeah, see? You're strong enough. Good. Good. How are we doing, everybody? Did everyone at least get 4 that they were proud of that effort? Okay. So from there, if you feel like you've got your 4 prideful efforts in a good way, I know, not pride the sin, but you know what I mean. We're going to come all the way up to sitting. Sometimes it's so hard being Catholic. And we're going to flip on over onto our hands and knees. And we're going to have a little leg pull. So circle can wait to the side. Elbows point in, collarbones open. Again, you don't have to be on feet. You can be on knees. You can be on ankles on rollers, right? Or shins on rollers, depending on how much support you'd like. And in your plank, I first want you to check your elbows. We're going to round them and make them face towards your waist, the pointy parts, and then I want you to purposely soften them a little bit. So, especially as females, we tend to either inwardly rotate, and then we look like those old ladies walking down the street like this, right? Or we get the elbows pointing toward us and we lock them out, right? And then we look like that weird stilt. Yeah. So I want you to get elbows in and then purposely soften a little bit. And when you soften, the elbow should point toward your waist, not out to the side. That's a good. Now when you have that, that's good, Dave. Just lift your throat for me. And then you're going to give me a leg pull. Lift one leg straight up, point, flex, and bring it back down. And as you add that little bit of load, check in with your elbows for me. Today I want you to really mind them. This is about how that upper body stabilizes from the abs up to the armpits. Good. I like that you've got your support there. Good. I want to join you because that's it. Good. Good. Come on, elbows. Come on, elbows. Wrap them back and then soften back. Good, yes. And we're going to have to press those fingers into the ground more, won't we? And that's the point. Good. Go ahead and sit back and stretch. Nice job, you guys. That was great. I could see you guys going in and out of those elbows and in and out of your hands. Super good. Did anyone have the funny sensation that even though it might have been harder to maintain that elbow position, it became easier in your center? Or maybe it talked to you more in your center? Yes! Yay, that's exciting. Okay, we're gonna do kneeling side kick. And of course, you don't have to kneel, right? You can lay on your side instead. You can put your hand on the floor, or you can have the balance challenge with your circle on the floor. So I'm gonna go circle on the floor because why not? I could use a balance challenge. So I'm gonna side bend and let that land where it may, right? Start here, side bend, see where it goes. Everyone understand your options? Circle, on floor, or straight out on floor. All right, push your supporting hip forward. Yep, that's it, Eloise, and you're gonna lift up and lower. So our goal here is to be very light on this circle. We're gonna try not to push it all the way down because that will make it crack, A. But B, that means we've lost our balance. Good. Let the knee look forward. The more upward the knee looks here, the more you're gonna be working this hip flexor, your TFL. If we can rotate the knee so it looks right forward, then we get our nice happy glutes. Yes? Good, that's it. I saw the shift. Good. Good, one more lift. The next one we hold. Good, now we're gonna kick forward. Balance, 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 balance. Good. See if that hip will stay up, that leg will stay up. Ooh, good. Good, knee is still looking forward. Still looking forward. This is beautiful for those of us who tend to cramp right here if we can keep that knee forward. Because yes, TFL is flexing the hip, but with the assistance of glute med back here. Yeah, good. Got one more. Ooh, my leg is falling. Ooh, good. I know, go ahead and come all the way up. Give yourself a stretch over to the other side. Good. All right. And then we'll come to center and simply go to the other side. So leg is out to the side if you're in the high kneel. I think everybody's doing the high kneel, yeah? Here we go. Side bend over. Good. All right. Hip forward on the supporting side. That's it. Good. And then we lift. I feel like I can't even lift here. Hang on, leg. Let's do this. So again, check the knee, because like me, I saw a couple of you cheating with that knee up. We defaulted into what we're used to. So we're gonna see if we can get that knee forward. Oh, much harder for me. So I'm going to show you my other cheat, right? So I took away this knee up, so that was one cheat. The other cheat is this. I've got this knee forward, but this guy's collapsing, right? So watch it. You want to keep that guy up if you're on your high kneel. That's it. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. Can we do two more? Yes, I know this side seems trickier. Good. Not just me. There we go. Good. All right. And then we swing it front and back. Good. Notice where it is that you might be inclined to sit back in the supporting hip. That's when I want you to push forward a little more. Good, I saw that push. Good. That's great, Eloise. Yes, Dave. Yes, good. That's it. Good. That's it, Nara. I saw you stretch out that bottom leg. Keep that idea going. Stretch it out. Good. Good. And one more. Off. Good. Let yourself come all the way up, side bend over. Nice. Good. All right. We're going to let ourselves come down to the floor for swan. If you enjoy using your circle for swan, please feel free to, or a ball or nothing, right? Those of you who have a roller, I also love it with the roller. I'll show you what that looks like, just in case you want it. So with our circle, and if your shoulders allow, your hands are on top, right? And we're going here. Same thing with a ball. Your hands are on top, one on top of the other, and we're going here. If you have a roller, a little bit different. Your hands are on the sides of the pinkies, but the roller rolls in with you and the roller rolls out with you. It's really lovely. It's kind of similar to having the sensation of how the bar moves on the Cadillac. Does anyone have their Pilates stick up today? No, I don't think anybody here today does. That's another option. Okay, coming back to the circle. Yeah, isn't that nice? I love that. Okay, so the next one you do, let's add that purposeful push and pull. So we're coming up, then we're going to shrug the shoulders low and wide and forward, and then pull them back. Let your spine lift a little higher. Make sure the heels are pointing toward each other. And we're just going to stay up here. Inhaling as we reach forward, exhaling as we come up. So on the roller, you've already rolled in. You push wide away and pull yourself in. So that's option one. You're keeping your sternum slightly up. Option two with the roller is to push away and then pull in, bending your elbows. So you'll get a little extra tricep. You could do similar with the ball. You can press out and bend your elbows in instead of rolling in and out with a straight arm. Yeah, I know, triceps talk fast. Good. And last one. Nice. Feel good on that spine? Feel good hopefully through the shoulders? Okay, so toy gets to rest down. Single leg kick. We're up on forearms, fist press down. This one is where you have to be mindful of where you are in space, because otherwise it looks like you're just on the floor coloring, right? So lift your kneecaps off the mat, press your fist down so your spine lifts up, and then contract a ham, stretch it out, kneecaps off the mat. One pulls in, twice, and it goes out. So one at a time, pull, pull, out. The other leg is stretching off the mat. Good. Good. Push down. Good. Lift, Eloise. That's it. Good. Good. Robin, imagine your throat lifting a little bit. Not your nose, but the actual throat, like a Spanish riding school horse, a lipizzan. There you go. Good. Good. And one more on each side. Kneecap still up. Good. Yeah, as long as I do one more. All right. Both legs come down. Slide on out for a little swimming. So press your pubic bow down into the mat. Lift both legs up off the mat. Then lift your left leg higher, your right arm higher. Inhale, exhale, switch. See if you can keep both legs off the mat. One is just reaching higher. And switch. Good. As you exhale and lift higher, check both knees. Can you straighten out the back of the knee a little more? Reach your heel further away from it. Good. Good. David, lift your throat up a little bit. Head's off the ground. Yes, we lifted the sternums just a little. And then Eloise, keep your sternum up. Just let your arms come up to meet it. Yeah. Yes. Good. Good. Yeah, Robin. That's it. Good. All right. Fantastic. Good. Take your hands by your armpits. We're going to press up into up stretch. No, sorry. Pressing up into down stretch. So this is where you get to come up all the way to your knees. That's a good. Elbows in, collarbones wide. Pull that throat back into place. Good. Heels toward each other. Nice. And then gently come all the way back down. Good. And we'll do that again. Nice inhale. Exhale, press. Elbows tuck in. You're all the way toward those knees. Good. Heels toward each other. Good. Yes. Throats in. I love it. Good. And down. Let's do one more. Everyone's going to be ready with their throat and their jawline, right? That jawline should not jut forward. It stays over your neck. Inhale and exhale. Up. That's it. That's it. Come on, throats. There you go, Dave. I saw that. Good. Nara, I see you're looking for it. Good. Okay, then lift the hips up. Sit back in a child's pose. Good. And then we're just going to have a seat on our behinds. What time is it? Okay, good. And you have a couple of options here. We're doing control back, which is basically reverse plank, right? So if your hands are like, toast, Mona, not doing it, you can be on your forearms here. And if you're on your forearms, it looks a little smaller if you're doing the hip version or the full leg version. You want to make sure you push your pinkies down though. If I'm resting in my elbows, you can see how I fall into my neck in front of my shoulders. So you want to make sure those pinkies are really pressing to lift you out of that if you're on those guys. Otherwise, you're up on hands if your hands don't mind, and you have the same choices. You can lift up into a table bridge. You can lift up into a hover, little hover, and you can hover, or you can press all the way up, right? But either way, we're driving through those fingertips to get ourselves to lift up. If we rest in the heels, we collapse. And I'm talking heels of hands. If we can push the fingers down, we'll get more lift. Yeah? Good. I like what Robin's doing. So Robin's taking a beautiful interim. She's here in her table bridge, and then she steps out, puts some weight in, feels that, comes back in. Great way to progress. Love it. Good. Good. How many have we done? 4? 3? 1 good one? Right? Whatever. We'll take whatever. Whatever we get. Good. All right. Go ahead and come back upright. We'll open up into saw. Remember, saw is not straddle stretch. Legs are just past your hip width. Arms open out to the side. We're going to inhale, rotate. Exhale, saw right past that front pinky toe, reach up to the back, abs pull back toward that back hand. Stack it up. Good. And other side. So, spine minders, especially you guys, let your knees bend so that you're not hard pulling your back here. You want to let your pelvis tilt with you. Tilt that pelvis forward. Good. And then you can straighten your legs as you come back up. Spine movers, you guys keep your legs as straight as you can, but still try to get those abs to pull back, not your pelvis to rock back. Yeah. Good. All right. How we feel? Good. Let's take a little mermaid sit. And we're just going to grab onto that shin and pull ourselves over. Open this side. You used your lats a lot today. Now watch out. You see how I'm collapsed across the front of me? That'll feel good to my mid back, but it won't get my lat. So I want that arm next to your ear as much as you can, right out to the side. Then reach up as high as you can. That's it. Good, Robin. I saw that. Good. Nice. And then you can rotate toward that shin. So if you're sitting on a reformer machine, you'd be rotating toward the pegs and grabbing on the pegs or shoulder blocks here. Good. And then let that come all the way up. Look behind you and let it come down. Now we're on the white snake cover. We push our hips up and reach over our head. You guys all know who White Snake is? Right, it was White Snake, or was it Poison who had the... And there's also, what's his name? Our hometown guitarist. Oh, what's his name? Who was that guy? Jimmy! Yes, that's Jimmy's move too. All right, let's flip to the other side. Thank you. I know, I could remember his face. I could see the light shining down on him on stage. I just couldn't remember his name. Hendrix. That's it, yep. Open that armpit to the side. Now watch, some of us, and me included, on one side, I jut my head forward to make it feel like I'm lifting my arm up more. So check that your head's in place. And then lift up higher. Yes, elegant all around the room. Look at you guys. So elegant. Good. One more little reach. Higher, higher, higher. Good. And then you can rotate toward that shin. Enjoy that nice big stretch across your back. Good. Good. And then open it up to the sky. Let it open behind you. Find a good comfortable place on the floor. Press down. Lift your hips up. Push them forward. And now you're the rock star of your choice. There you go. Good. Good. And then gently come down. Good. You'll just take your hands forward. We're going to come up and lift ourselves up into a plank. Unless you want to do the mermaid get up, and of course you could do that as well. I just feel like I need one more spine roll. Good. Yeah, phew. And then we'll take those arms up to the sky. Push heaven up like a pillar so the palms of your hands are looking straight up. Good. Rotate into spine twist. Push both ends of your room away from you. Good. Inhale, exhale, bring them back up to the sky. Flip them so that you're pushing heaven up like a pillar. Rotate. And again, push both sides of your room away from you. Good. And then back up. Good. And center swan dive. So palms face out. Tail is up. Chest is up. Good. Pause for a moment there. Really finding that spine line nice and long. Good. Then head drops. Hand drops. Abs lift. And round all the way up. Good. We're doing another swan dive before we go. So push those hands out. Tail up. Spine long. Chest forward. That's it, chest forward. There you go, chest forward. Good, hold it. And then head drops, hand drops. Remember when we were pushing down on our circle way about an hour ago? That's feeling of pulling your abs up away from the ground right there as you roll up. Good. Yeah, dun dun dun, V for victory. Inhale, exhale, pull it down. Fantastic. Let your head fall to the side. Roll it easy forward. Good. Inhale, exhale, roll it. Good. And one more each way. Good. And then let it come to the top. Just turn it easy to the side. Good. And easy to the other side. Good. Notice how much the rest of your body moves with that. Pretty stable for me one way, but when I go the other way, I can feel my whole body turn. So just notice. See if you can settle into your hips, get them a little steadier. Yeah. Good. All right. Come back to center when you're ready. Big inhale, expand. Exhale, draw up. 2 more. Inhale, expand. Pelvic floor opens. Good. Exhale. Shh. And last one. Big expand and nice. Thank you, you guys. Happy Friday. Nice work today. Super solid. Love it. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm glad to see you, man. So glad that you're here. Yes. Yes. I meant to tell you how impressed I am with your dog bag thing. That is like I thought you were just going to give out 1 or 2, but it seems like you're giving them out every day.